Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Our group will present about mental health for Communicative English 3 oral presentation. This is our team members.
Mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with the stress of life, realize their abilities, learn well and work well, and contribute to their community. Mental health conditions include mental disorders and psychosocial disabilities as well as other mental states associated with significant distress, impairment in functioning, or risk of self-harm.
A good mental health does not mean feeling happy all the time but being able to manage emotion and challenges. Mental health can change over time depending on factors like life experiences, physical health, and environment.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Insyirah Amni binti Muhammad Ismaili, 17 IB 23F1012. Salam Malaysia Madani and TPP6. So, the graph above shows percentage UK adults describe their mental health in 2024. The total number of people involved in the survey was 2,000 people. The survey was carried out among UK adults. From the survey, 27.75% UK adults answer for good, while only 3.05% answer prefer not to describe their mental health in 2024. Another respondents, 23.20% choose average, 20.25% choose great, 11.70% choose bad, 10.25% choose excellent, best it's ever been, and 3.80% choose very bad, worst it's ever been. Next, the number of UK adults who choose their mental health good was drastically higher than very bad, worst it's ever been. It can be seen that there were 27.75% who choose good and only 3.80% choose very bad, worst it's ever been. The number of UK adults who choose their mental health bad was significantly lower than great. It can be seen that there were 11.70% who choose bad and 20.25% choose great. The number of UK adults who choose their mental health prefer not to say was marginally lower than very bad, worst it's ever been. It can be seen that there were 3.05% who choose prefer not to say and 3.80% choose very bad, worst it's ever been. So, in conclusion, a large majority of the American people struggle with mental health in the past year choose to struggle about the same as usual, whereas not sure or no opinion was the least response struggle with mental health in the past year. Next, the chart above shows percentage of Americans struggle with mental health in the past year 2024. The survey aims to investigate their mental health struggling. As you can see from the graph, 34% American people answer struggle about the same as usual, while only 2% answers not sure or no opinion in response of struggle with mental health in the past year. For the remaining respondents, 29% struggle more than usual, 25% respond I do not struggle with mental health, and the last one, 10% struggle less than usual. Firstly, it can be seen that slightly more than a third of the American people with the percentage 34% choose struggle about the same as usual in response struggle with mental health in the past year, whereas almost 3/10 of them choose struggle more than usual with the percentage 29%. Thirdly, below than 1 in 20 of the American people with the percentage 2% choose not sure or no opinion in struggle with mental health in the past year. In conclusion, a large majority of the American people struggle with mental health in the past year choose to struggle about the same as usual, whereas not sure or no opinion was the least response struggle with mental health in the past year.
Hi,
my name is Nursadana binti Shukran. Now I will continue explaining about my graph, which is analysis of percentage of Malaysians with mental health problems by ethnicity and types of mental health disorder worldwide. As you can see here, the graph shows the percentage of Malaysians with mental health problems by ethnicity. The ethnic groups included in the survey are Malays, Chinese, Indians, and other Bumiputras. Next, I will give an explanation about the graph features. For the variable from vertical axis, it shows the percentage of Malaysians with mental health problem by ethnicity, and for horizontal axis are for the types of ethnicity. From the survey, the data show that the percentage of other Bumiputras with the mental health problems was the highest with the percentage 41.1%, followed by Indians with the percentage 28.9%, Malays with the percentage 28.8%, and the lowest was Chinese with the percentage 24.4%. Now, for the comparison in this bar graph, show that the percentage of other Bumiputras with mental health problems was significantly higher than Chinese. It can be seen that 41.1% of other Bumiputras were affected, compared to only 24.2% of Chinese. Aside from that, the percentage of Indians experiencing mental health issues was fractionally higher than Malays. It can be seen that 28.9% of Indians were affected, while 28.8% of Malays reported similar problems. And the last analysis for this bar graph, the percentage of Chinese with mental health problems was slightly lower than Indians. That can see that 28.9% of Indians were affected, and only 24.2% of Chinese that affected. For the conclusion, it can be concluded that other Bumiputras had the highest percentage of mental health problems among the ethnic groups with the percentage 41.1%, while Chinese had the lowest with the percentage 24.2%. Next, I will continue with pie chart. The chart shows that the types of mental health disorder worldwide. The survey aims to investigate the global distribution of various mental and substance use disorder. The diagram shows there are 9 types of mental health disorder worldwide that has been investigated, such as depressions, anxiety disorders, drug use disorder, alcohol use disorder, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, pervasive developmental disorder, childhood behavior disorder, and other mental disorders. There are features that I will share with you guys, which is the pie chart divided into 9 sections, and the percentage for each slices is 40.5%, 14.6%, 10.9%, 9.6%, 7.4%, 7%, 4.2%, 3.4%, and lastly 2.4%. As seen in the graph, a large portion of the population experiences depression, making it the most common mental health issue, whereas other mental health disorder was the smaller portion of the case globally. Now, for the comparison in this pie chart, it can be seen that more than 2/5 of people affected by mental health condition suffer from depression with the percentage 40.5%. Meanwhile, approximately 1/7 of them suffer from anxiety disorder with the percentage 14.6%. Thirdly, less than a tenth of the people with the percentage of 7.4% suffered from bipolar disorder that was affected by mental health condition. In conclusion, depression is the most widespread mental health condition globally, while other mental disorders are the least common. The chart provides a clear view of how mental health challenges vary in prevalence, and that's all from me about percentage of Malaysians with mental health problem by ethnicity and types of mental health disorder worldwide. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Azalina binti Awaluddin. My registration number is 17DIB 23F1018. Mental illness is on the rise in Asia. Causes include urbanization, economic stress, and stigma against mental illness. Young people, poor segments, and minority groups are the most vulnerable. Solution needed includes better mental health care, increased public awareness, and decreased stigma. The pie chart shows the proportion of people who answer yes, no, or not sure, so that one immediately ascertains the overall mental health status of the participants. Majority or minority trends that show where most respondents do or do not have mental health disorder, helping to determine at one whether mental health issues are common or not among the population being surveyed. The comparison of this pie chart show that 40.1% of individuals answered yes, which implies they already suffer from a mental health disorder. Next, 37.1% of the individual answered no, implying a slightly smaller number without illness. Approximately 22.8% were unsure, which represent a half group of individuals not sure about their mental health. Conclusion is the finding of the pie chart show that a great majority of individuals, 40.1%, are currently experiencing mental illness. Although 37.1% did not have any mental illness, a notable 22.8% were unsure of their mental health status. The finding called for the importance of creating awareness of mental health, enabling early diagnosis, and expanding treatment service to manage the growing issue among the population. Percentage of population with a high mental health risk in Asia 2021 until 2024. The graph above shows total percentage of population with a high mental risk in Asia 2021 until 2024 because of mental health. Percentage of population with mental health risk in Asia were slightly higher in 2022, reaching 72%, largely due to mental health. In 2021, percentage of population with mental health risk in Asia were considerably lower, with 64%, maybe due to improved the cases. The total percentage of population with mental health risk in Asia in 2024 is fractionally lower than 2023. In 2022, percentage of population with mental health risk in Asia were considerably higher than in 2023. So, the total percentage of population with mental health risk in Asia were slightly higher in 2022 compared to 2024. So, the conclusion is the percentage of the population in Asia at mental health risk has gradually decreased from 64% in 2021 to 58% in 2024. The reduction shows an indication of moving in the direction of improved mental health awareness and support across the region, albeit further effort continue to be needed.
Assalamualaikum and hi. I am Anas Shafika binti Ahmad Shokri, 17 DIB 23F1020 as presenter 4. Will present bar graph and pie chart. The graph here shows the percentage by generations that struggle with mental health in the past year. The generations groups included in the survey are Gen Z, Millennials, Gen X, Boomers, and baby boomers. From the graph, 41% of Gen Z were reported to have mental health problems, followed by millennials at 36%, Gen X at 34%, boomers at 14%, and baby-boomers at 7%. The first comparison is the percentage of Gen Z with mental health problems was dramatically higher than the pre-boomers. It can be seen that 41% of Gen Z were affected compared to only 7% of pre-boomers. Next comparison is the percentage of boomers experiencing mental health issues was slightly higher than pre-boomers. It can be seen that 14% of boomers were affected, while 7% of pre-boomers reported similar problems. Last but not least, the percentage of Gen X with mental health problems was marginally lower than millennials. It can be seen that 36% of millennials were affected and only 34% of Gen X being affected. In conclusion, Gen Z had the highest percentage of struggle more with mental health in the past year among the generations, while pre-boomers had the lowest. The second graph I will present is pie chart. The pie chart here shows age groups most affected by mental health issues during COVID-19 in Malaysia. This survey aims to examine which different age groups most affected by mental health issues during the COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia. As seen in the graph, a large portion of adults ranged 25 until 34 years old, making it the most common age range suffered mental health issues, whereas senior citizens age range 55 years old and more was the smallest portion affected in Malaysia. The first comparison that can be seen is exactly 2/3 of people affected by mental health issues coming from 25 until 34 years old, with the percentage 40%. Besides that, less than 1/10 of them from 55 years old and more, with the percentage 7%. Lastly, more than a quarter of the people from 35 and 44 years old, with a percentage of 29% affected by mental health issues during COVID-19. To sum up, 35 until 34 years old is the most affected by mental health issue, while 55 years old and more are the least common. The chart provides a clear view of which different age groups are most affected by mental health issue during COVID-19.
Conclusion is mental health is a key part of a healthy life, influencing thought, emotion, and behavior. Bad mental health is basically you have a negative approach towards just about everything.
Healthy people can become mentally ill due to stressors. In addition to the causes and stresses previously covered, it can be due a serious diagnosis, loss of a body part. Understanding and supporting mental well-being helps individuals lead healthier and more productive lives.
Thank you for watching. Bye!